Thank you, the internet. What a pain, huh? Test the chat. Hello. You're not popping up on my chat window, but I saw you in the YouTube window. Do I need to like restart Streamlabs thingy? I don't even know how. Launch show. Whoops. So I think I saw. Yeah, I mean, I saw what you said, kinda, maybe. I don't know. Boo, boo, boo. This shouldn't be part 4.5. This should be part 3.5. And then if I go to this stream and look at the last thing you said. The world ends and then you go back in time. That's the other end, just branching parts. You would assume that the world ends and then the stream froze. Oh, an alternate reality minigame? Yeah, so what do you mean by that in Danganronpa? I mean, I don't...
Out of my way.
I don't recall a minigame like that.
To business. Take this. Oh, it's my turn. How's this? Broken so soon.
In Danganronpa?
2 arms!
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
I leave the rest to you.
I'm good to go.
I'm not saying it's not what happened, I just don't remember it.
Stinks, doesn't it?
Leave it to me. All good.
Thank you.
have my thanks.
Thank you very much.
Leave it to me. Nen!
But I never really played the
I'm
game the way
burned
you
out.
did, so.
We better get moving.
My turn at last.
And there are a lot of fucking people here.
Full throttle. Heads up!
Make way! This is what you deserve!
Really uncool of them all to be attacking me like this.
Not half bad.
That was quite helpful though, at least.
So close to dead. Hi-ya!
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. How did they know?
I can't anymore. Let's die together. Sorry.
Yeah, get her off the battlefield. She's done for.
I'll try not to drag you down.
I'm good whenever.
Oh, because these little fucks are in our way.
I never thought they'd be this good. I'm not finished yet.
Ready when you are.
I didn't get what I needed. That was
Time for
dumb.
battle.
I can't get what I need. Because this little fucker's in my way.
I never thought they'd be this good.
Can't do it that way either.
Time to move.
I can do that. Nope. Nope. The only thing I can do is block the way even more. Okay.
Let's do this.
What about if you came over? Yeah, you could do it.
I've got this. I've got you.
I'm indebted to you.
Not exactly what
it's
I
more
wanted,
than
but
trash
will
like
work,
we
I
deserve.
guess.
Onward. You've left yourself open. I leave the rest to you.
Hauling ass. Let me at him. Hey, thanks. Did you see that?
I'll put an end to this. Make way. Let's try one of these. My turn at last. Uncouth baboon.
I guess it's my turn. We better get moving. I'll try not to run away. I'll defend all of you. Biology. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
Locked and loaded.
It's just a scratch. I still got gas.
I still got gas. Whew. I feel that, man.
Eat my dust! It's up to you from here.
Let's freaking go! Mow him down! You saw that, right? I'll show you what. Let me handle it. Give it to him. Let me at him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems like an easy choice.
Hey, thanks.
I'll take care of this.
Just watch me. I can't wait. Ha! Let's get to the killing. Does this do it for you? Time for me to move. I can't wait. How about this? Let's freaking go! Let me handle it.
I'm taking the
How
wheel.
far away can we get here? Can only get to here. Well, that might work. Let's try that.
Shifting
You
gears.
have my gratitude. I guess it's my turn. Allow me to trim down their numbers. Yes, leave it to me.
You win. That's probably not going to be an S. Oh, it's an S. They trying to do some Undertale shit where it says nice kills I get from like killing myself. The only thing she's good at. Being deep in thought. Did we get more moves? Airblade. Linguistics, we can get that from... I can learn this one now. Enraged on a target. I don't know if I need this, but it's nice to have, I guess. I feel fine. Volley of knives. Linguistics again. A mega punch would be nice to learn. Oh my god, it actually has an attack. Crazy. Linguistics is obviously very important so far. So linguistics, which will be Shoma. You have to find him food he likes, and it wasn't snacks. wasn't even good. It was like shitty. I'm just gonna go with Onko snacks, cause you know what the fuck are those? Onko snacks. Yeah, I should take this good label off because it wasn't good, it was just okay.
Oh, for me?
Fuck this game. I assume there's no options for more autosaves? Absolutely not. Cool. The day's already over. Just like the announcement says, we've got no idea when the next attack might be. But when it does come, I'll be ready. I'll fight with all my might to protect this school. Guess I'll call it a night. Getting enough rest is part of being prepared too. I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and within a few minutes found myself drifting into a deep sleep. Uh-oh, it's Karua.
Hey,
She's in my bedroom.
Yeah? What is it?
could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
Oh, no fair.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
Oh, that would be so wonderful.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
It's about the world outside the complex.
That again?
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days? Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago. At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book a million times already.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
No, I think there's more to it than that. The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
First time he's heard the word theorist before?
Seriously, though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon?
An outside, a moon
that?
theory.
A big chunk of rock that floats around the Earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
This has to do with first time we met the ghost.
And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
Nah, that'll never happen. Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games, you know?
No, in the scene right before the ghost shows up, you walk outside for the first time and you see the moon and you're like, is that? And then it's blanked out, the moon, like you don't know what to call it. And I think that's going to be an option for a choice in the future.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does
Yeah.
math have to be so
That
hard?
makes just as much sense though, what you're saying. She knew this information about hundreds of years ago. She already said that? Like, we already knew that? So why was that a big revelation for World Death?
Get ready for your 40 Prepare to be ready to give your...
How ironic. I never felt any kind of interest in the outside world, but I'm the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they even want to live on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Karua would love it, that's for sure. So, okay, so I just had a weird thought. Multiple dimensions, so the invaders are humans from another dimension that want this Earth destroyed, which will save their Earth somehow. If we can make it through these 100 days, I can make that happen, right? What would life be like for us then? I can't even imagine it. No, that's why the invaders want the thing that's in our defense room, because we're going to use it to save our world, but they're from a different world, and they need it to save their world. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. As for today, I'll start by going to the cafeteria. Okay, so it's a talking day. The cafeteria was more full than I'd seen it in a while. Main campus and second campus, fighters and non-fighters, they were all there. Sure is busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this, though. Almost like we're a real class. No offense, but if I had to go to school with these weirdos, I'd never make it to graduation. That laugh was really cute. Don't worry, Gaku. You're less of a classmate and more like a slave who happened to come in through the wrong door. What kind of school would keep slaves on its grounds? I think we'd make a great class. All these strong personalities make it more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi? Bitch, calm down. Yeah, maybe. They're just gonna slip in one tacky. One tacky? Tacky. Yeah, tacky. Just when I feel like I'm starting to get used to Nozomi, I dream about Karua, and now I'm all uncomfortable all over again. I learned a lot about world death yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. You taking a break today? Yes. You can always train a little later, and it's worth it to get to talk to everyone. I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stinks. What? Oh no, not whatever valid inspirational statement you were about to make, Mr. Outskeet. I mean, there's an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotting fruit and armpit sweat. Hey? That's my curry you're talking about. You're gonna ruin everyone's first impression of it. Wait, you made more curry? Well, you looked so pathetic when you said how much you wanted to eat it again. I couldn't help myself. Huh? Wait here, I'll go get it. Karua skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she set down in front of Gaku. Kurara, not Kurara. Whatever. Prepare your taste buds for the ride of their life, courtesy of the Usuzuki family recipe. I expect you to eat it all, even the plate. I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry is kinda heavy for breakfast. Oh, you unrefined little mole rat. What is it like to live so totally unaware of the world around you? I've adjusted the flavor to make it suitable for a morning meal. Now hold on to your ass, because this is going to send you into orbit. Come on, I bet it's not that great. Despite his protest, Gaku scooped up a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth.
This is amazing!
Wow, what a picture. The taste seems mild at first, but then you realize it doesn't need to flaunt its spiciness. It just lets itself spread throughout your mouth, subtly, demurely, very ladylike. But then the aftertaste hits you, and it's like a fireworks display of flavor, sweet and savory, bursting in one after another, perfectly balanced, so neither overpowers the other. Remember, he's good at cooking, so they're gonna get along. The more you eat, the stronger the spiciness gets, until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast it creates with the simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. And don't even get me started on the texture. The toss is so creamy, the meat is so tender. I can't stop eating, my body's desperate for more. Slow down. I can't keep up with all this information. This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow down before its superior pedigree. Yes, ma'am. It's really all that? Hey, man, let me try some. Just one bite. Me too. How much curry do you guys think is in a lethal dose? Back off. This is mine. Thieves, all of you. You won't take my precious from me. No one can resist the allure of Suzuki curry. Very well, you may all partake from my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. Form an orderly line there. Is it going to be like this every morning from now on? Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie might help improve their teamwork. Yeah, I guess you're right. You mind if I ask you something? What is it? When you were a kid, did you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing? Yes, actually. I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it would be great to see it with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. The lively mood lasted all through breakfast. Eventually, everyone went away and I went to my room. Anytime I talked to Nozomi, it just raised more questions about her and Karua. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different, but then Nozomi will come out with something I've heard Karua say before, practically word for word. Are they really parallel versions of each other? I seriously can't think of anything else that would explain it. Ugh, no use racking my brain about this. I'll try to talk to her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? Why is there people on the roof? Hello, little freak. Sure, that sounds good. I've decided to spend my breaks on the roof. I love gazing at the big blue sky and discovering unusual clouds. That sounds very you, Nozomi. Oh look, that cloud is shaped like a tulip. It's like a big flower blooming in the sky. A tulip? Looks like a chicken skewer to me. Oh, and that one's a piano. She does kind of look like V3's protagonist, Akane. No, not Akane. Starts with an A. I wonder what it would sound like if we could play it. A piano? I'm seeing a hamburger. It's all food to you. Are you hungry, Takumi? Now that you mention it. I had a relaxing time with Nozomi on the roof. Soothing. Okay. Okay. Oh, and of course she's good at math, just like she was in the thing. Can we spend time with this little freak? Whenever you've got pet-up stress release, please let it all out on this face of mine. Being a punching bag for everyone is about the only thing a worthless sack of like me is good for. Unleash your stress all over my face. No, you know what? I'm going for dog things. I know there's other dog things in here. Oh, a crossbow's pretty cool. Yeah, a woofer. Should probably get him a noose, huh?
This is nice! I can really have it? Thanks, Takumi.
At ease, soldier. You never know when the invaders might attack. Well then.
We made it through another day. Our last battle was still pretty recent, so there probably won't be another for a while. But this is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I'd better rest up for whatever tomorrow brings. I fell asleep surprisingly easy that night. Compared to when I first got here, the absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threat of enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place, but was that a good thing? Ding! Bong.
Get ready for prepared. Be ready to give your.
Huh?
Morning already. Better head over to the cafeteria. Tacos on the roof. Those dermatitis. I'd rather not get involved in whatever the fuck is wrong with her. Why am I not allowed to talk to the others? I want to make friends too. I want to come out of my shell. I want to change. Aw, poor Kako. Kako. When I got to the cafeteria, everyone else was already there, chatting pleasantly over their morning meal. But they're in different places. The twins and Takamaru are where... The twins are replaced with where Tsubasa and Takamaru usually are. So Shoma, I've been wondering, what actually powers your robot suit? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like? I think it runs on Hemo-Anima and... Sorry, I don't really know all that much about how it fits together. Maybe you can summon it for me sometime? I'd love to take a closer look at it. Tsubasa, please, you shouldn't get so close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls. I bet it's not that bad. It's not, is it? Is this the price of your power, Sir Shoma? Did you have to make a vow never to allow yourself to be touched by a woman unless she bests you in fair battle? But in the midst of all that merriment, two figures remained steadfastly silent. Yep, Ima and Kako. They're awfully quiet today, even for them. I started towards Ima and Kako, but before I could reach them, another voice cut out to me. Eito. Takumi, do you have a minute? It's important. I guess. What's up, Eito? It's about what we discussed before. You know, my theory about how we all got here. Oh, did you find out anything new? Not exactly. I know this will sound weird in light of what I said before, but I don't think we're dealing with a parallel universe after all. Okay. After we learned about World Earth yesterday, I did a lot of thinking. We're here fighting the invaders to make it safe for the remnants of humanity to come out of the Tokyo residential complex, right? So the complex and the academy don't exist in different worlds like we originally thought. It's just that one is on the surface while the other's underground. When you think about it that way, the idea that we've been transported to a parallel universe starts to look less credible than it did before. One more thing. I've been asking everyone about their lives in the complex, trying to build up a more complete picture. If we really were in a parallel universe now, it wouldn't be out of the question for some of us to have originally come from different versions of the TRC. So far as I can tell, our accounts line up perfectly. There's no doubt that we all came from the same place. Okay, but there's still stuff we can't explain, right? Stuff that supported the parallel universe theory? You mean the connection between Nozomi and your old friend Karua? I'm afraid I'm no closer to solving that mystery. Right now I can only assume that their likeness to each other is a coincidence, or that they're the same person and something's gone wrong with her memory. Those are our options now? There's no way this is just a coincidence. In that case... When you say something's gone wrong, do you mean... Hey, you two. What are you whispering about over here? What? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. That's right. We were just having a normal conversation. Nothing suspicious here. You're not saying that only makes you more suspicious, right? Anyway, all this completely normal conversation has given me an appetite. Let's dig in. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Eito and I gave our attention wholeheartedly to our food in a vain attempt to throw Nozomi off our trail. Feeling bloated from scarfing down so much so quickly, I went back to my room to let my stomach settle. What should we do now? Phew. Now that I think about it, Eito's probably right. Knowing what we do now, there's no reason to think our residential complex exists in a totally different world from this one. But then how do we explain Nozomi and Karua? Coincidence? Amnesia? Even if we do fit one of those explanations, how are we supposed to prove it? If I ask Nozomi about it directly, I'll only put her on the back foot again. She's finally started getting comfortable around me. I don't want to jeopardize that. Once I get like this, it's hard to think about anything else. I'm starting to wish Ada never shared his theory with me in the first place. I need to do something to take my mind off this. How should I spend today? We gotta go talk to our little friend. Hello, you little bean freak. Books. Who's good at books? Doesn't really tell us. Aurora? What's this? What's this star here? Next to their birthdays and zodiac signs, it doesn't change. Must be the name of this school. He's mentioned manga before. We're buying him manga. The roomie also does literacy though.
This looks useful.
Oh my god, dude.
Not that I have any idea what I could use it for.
You little freak. At least linguistics went up. So now I can buy all those things I wanted to buy. Yay! Suffering from success. Will the garage ever have a point? On the hunt. I feel fine. Airblade. Omega Punch. Sigma Punch. I'm just gonna start leveling up our guy because we're him, you know? That makes sense. Let's talk to Tsubasa. Did she come use the Gift-O-Matic too? Let's talk to her. I came to make sure came to make some sanitizer wipes with the Gift-O-Matic, and also a mop and a bucket and rubber gloves and a plastic bag. So basically a set of cleaning supplies. Are you doing some tidying up? Yeah, it's been a while, so I got it everywhere. Got what everywhere? Come on, you know about my condition. Right, she must have puked for some reason. I know she can't help it because of her condition, but it's gotta suck to have all of this cleaning whenever she gets sick. It's gotta suck to be gross like her. Oh, she likes clean things. Wonderful. She'd hate me then.
You never know when the... Well then.
Another day gone. Time sure flies when we're not fighting. I am stinky. Now that I'm alone, though, I can't help coming back to the Nozomi Karua issue. I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. Let's have a dream. I got into bed and, with difficulty, cleared my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I could help it, and so the curtain fell on my 48th day at Last Defense Academy. One more day, then we're taking a nap. Before I gotta wake up and help clean the pool.
Get ready. Prepare to spend. Be ready to give your...
Everyone's probably meeting up in the cafeteria, so I shall go too. Uh-oh. Why is Kako in Ima's room? Isn't that weird? Ah, Mr. Smino, perfect timing. Can I give you a message for the others? A message? What is it? My dear sister and I won't be coming to the cafeteria for a while. I've decided we need to put some distance between ourselves and the rest of you. In short, I'd like you all to leave us alone. What do you mean? Your presence is having a pernicious influence on my dear sister, and I can't allow that. Nothing personal. What the heck was that about? What's going on with those two? Yeah, they're freaks. The cafeteria was full like it had been the last few days. Kako and Emo were the only ones missing. Aren't the twins coming today? I don't know. Should I go check on them? I'd offer to do it, but I'm afraid the sight of me so early in the morning would ruin their day. I saw Eva earlier. He's fine. Said he wants to leave him and Kako alone for a while. Come to think of it, he told me the same thing. Wonder what's gotten into him. Something about us having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right? Well, that's just rude. Accurate, though. The walls are awfully thin around here. Accurate, though. The walls are awfully thin around here, Kyoshika. I heard you and your sword going at it last night. That's a lie. I was being so careful. Nobody could have heard me. You realize you just admitted you were up to something, right? Well, it's not like Ima treating us like dirt is anything new. I say leave him be. Nothing any of us say is gonna convince him to fight anyway. He's never isolated himself in Kako like this before, though. I think I'd better ask him about it next time I see him. Alright, good luck with that. Putting aside our concerns about the Tsukumo twins, we continued our breakfast without further incident. After a while, I decided to head back to my room. Free time. Free time. Even if things are quiet now, I shouldn't let my guard down. I have to be ready for the next attack when it comes. Yeah, boy! Well, we need BP, so we have to go to the outside world. Or should we keep trying to get a gift for Dickhead? Oh, you've never been to the parking lot? Let's go check out the parking lot. Wow, this is a parking lot, alright. I'd like to hear more about your childhood friend next time. You said she looked just like me? Yeah. You have to be the same person. I find it hard to believe you could be anyone else. But you're also definitely not lying, so I don't know. Sadly, the seats on this bus can't recline. What a weird thing to say, Takumi. Kumi. Let's find out what Tomato Head likes. What? If you're that desperate to help with my curry, I guess I can let you. Hey, Takumi, do you know the trick to making a great curry? Trick? Do you have to use a bunch of expensive spices? You fool! There's no trick to it. You're the one who asked. There are no shortcuts when it comes to curry. The trick is to take your time and spare no effort, working on it diligently the whole day long. That's the only right way to make a great curry. She really gets fired up about curry. Did you see? You fool! It was really big. I guess this is what happens when you're a pro. Your experience unlocked the keyword professional. Yay! Let's learn what she's into. Nothing bad can come from this. Takumi, come play a game with me. Alright, let's play. You have to play one of my favorite eroge. You'll totally love it. The game Darumi chose a very erotic and extreme game. The game Darumi chose a very erotic and extreme game, but it was really unpredictable and interesting to play. Good job, writers. Your experience unlocked the keyword video. Your creativity went up by 6.
At ease, soldiers. You never know when the invasion. Well then.
Nozomi, come to my room. Looks like I made it through another day. I get the feeling things won't stay this peaceful for much longer. I looked up suddenly, started out of my thoughts. Nothing had really happened, but I sensed something. Uh-oh, here he comes. Was it my imagination, or was there someone just outside my door? Who is it? It's the Moon Man! I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell, but when I got outside, there was nobody there. Guess I was just imagining it. I felt so sure, though. Oh, and it's raining, too. It's really coming down hard. What happened to that scene when we were looking in the mirror and, like, losing it? Raindrops were pelting the rooftop all around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat. That isn't how raindrops sound.
Probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it. Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. That big rock again. Weird, it looks bigger than it was before. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the Earth. It's close enough that it looks
The
like
Earth.
it's right above your head.
What? No! All the explanation. Moonshine. No, lunar eclipse parties, shooting star parties, that kind of thing. But no, listen, she just said it floats around the Earth. And everyone was acting like they didn't know what planet Earth was.
What's that? It looks like there's something mechanical on the surface. What's that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
Yep, that exact thing happened last time.
You again? When did you...
He's trying to tell me something just like before. I still can't hear a thing. Alright, bet. He's taking Nozomi with him.
Never
Nozomi
mind
with
it.
him.
I'm not letting you get away this time. Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hideko going missing, you were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the commanders? You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Just as I lunged forward to grapple with the fiery invader, there was a sound like the sky ripping apart and a blinding flash of light. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. My foot came down on the slick ground at a weird angle and I lost my balance. The next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked out. Game over. Game over at day 50, bro.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks. You're halfway there. Like a lizard on a chair. You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation. I've also prepared a special gift
Someone
for
picked
each
us up
and
and
every
took us
one of
in.
you brave soldiers. I'll give them to you in person. So come find me in the cafeteria.
Wait, what's he gonna give us? A gift for each and every one of us. Oh, we heard it outside. I came to lying on the cold hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment I couldn't remember how I got there. Oh my god. And then it all came racing back. The invader made of undying flames appeared again last night. That's right, he attacked me. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then... Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Yeah, he doesn't know what lightning or thunder is, because he's not from Earth, but he's on Earth. And Karua used to talk about Earth, but everyone else is like, Earth? I've never heard of it. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I'd never seen lightning before. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. We tripped and that's why I got hurt, so that's just funny. You're right, it is funny. Haha. Stupid man. With his idiot hair. Instant death. That's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here for as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So all that was just natural? It wasn't an attack? But then, why did I... Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you like. This guy calling us pale is some bullshit. Motherfucker is straight up fucking... Yes, he's the same color as his jacket because he is... Okay. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you like. I don't mind making the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. The cafeteria's 2 minutes away. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Yeah, there's a word for it when they have pink eyes and they're white. With a reluctant smile, Ado went on ahead. If that lightning flash wasn't albino, yes, he's basically albino and calling us pale. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did I end up passing out until morning? How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. I lunged for the fiery invader. There was a flash of light and a loud bang. Then I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? I guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless, though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Yeah, I wonder why. Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. Who is missing? They're probably in the cafeteria already. Who is missing? Okay, those two are here. Everyone's here. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up. The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh? Yeah, it's a little on the plain side, but I like that it's got a ton of space. Why are there cages? Why are there cages there though? I didn't see any animals. The cage is that big, we could keep an invader or two. It'd make it nice and comfy for them. Invaders are our enemies, not pets. Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is lost. Everything is lost. There's not much we can do about it. Sire isn't here anymore. Where's my little treat? I demand it. What'd you think he was gonna give us? The announcement made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy. So perhaps a new set of torture instruments? You are a tummy ache survivor, girl. Collars with bombs in them? You two are the only ones who want something like that. Nah, I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck I'd miss out on getting it. I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the tumult.
Yeah!
Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Let's go! The alarm! The invaders are back already!
Intruder alert. Defense mode initiated.
Seriously, there's usually more time between attacks than this. No fair springing another one. No fair springing another one on us this early. I'm gonna hurl. No matter how many times I hear this siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Let's go, everyone. If the invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do. Come, unwashed masses, to the war room. Right, let's do it. Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Telling them about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. Do you think Kako's gonna be here? Probably not. We have to do a persuasion with her, huh? That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there and kick some ass. Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. What you mean? Yugamu pointed to the monitor. Yeah, that is the school symbol
There's
there.
no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders? Don't tell me that was a false alarm. They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
Look, what's that? There.
Oh yeah, there's something. No, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah,
Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
I'm pretty
Gotta
sure
be
the
Moko.
security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get a closer look.
Tsubasa pressed a few buttons and the image on the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details. There she is.
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
How'd she get through the flames?
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
That's Moko?
Moko!
How'd she get through the flames? We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There's still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there. Fucking go. Yeah, Danganronpa 1, man. Looks like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. That's a relief. I've got to say, though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? You didn't mention she was gigantic. This is Moko Mojiro. Our friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. I always knew she'd be alright. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what chance did the invaders have? So it's not just a costume, she's an actual wrestler. Wonder how she got through the wall of fire, though. Maybe she followed some invaders in. Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeated them before they could use it, then went through herself. But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now, too. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. Moko's that strong, having her on the team is going to do wonders for our morale. I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone so long. Seems like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugamu, Kiyoshika, and Kurara clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Look, she's opening her eyes. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, her and Shoma belong together.
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know?
I was saying Nozomi, but it is Nozomi.
You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue. All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She knows the meaning of that word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
Yeah, she's hilarious. With a last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp. She's okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely. If she's not in any serious danger, I'm sure she'll be fine when she gets some rest. And now that she's on school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though. I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She wouldn't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you. Right. This room's already set up for her. It's all pretty and pink. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. This is such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her own way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her a lot longer. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn. Hey, about the battle when Moko got captured. What exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I did just skim over it before. Okay. I'm leaving. When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you've told me, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. It's thanks to her that we learned to work as a real team. We'd never have made it this far if it weren't for her. I wish we'd had someone like that here. But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in the battle, and then some. She'd plow through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once. She used wrestling moves on invaders? That is amazing. But then, on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy, and they executed it perfectly. What kind of strategy? They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take them long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshiko were all dead.
Koshka? Yoshko?
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshiko were all dead.
Ugam?
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshiko were all dead.
Yoshka. Yugamu.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing.
Yugamu.
Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshiko were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school. Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and throw him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left, and she ran out of AP in the middle of the fight. I understand. That's when they captured her, huh? Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. That commander must have used its brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. They must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her outright. Yeah, lucky. What does that mean? That they're the good guys and we're the executioners. Seeing her again, I couldn't help getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way here on her own, she's so amazing. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me, though. How did she escape? And how did she find us? I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. Moko came back the day after the Moon Man, just for the record. Nozomi and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging in my room. And that was day 50 at Last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders, just still had plenty to think about.
Get ready, prepared.
All right, I want to hear Moko's story. I want to hear Moko's story. I hope shit just goes fucking crazy today. First things first, I should get to the cafeteria, except Ima and Kako. I really don't like her face. They should have made it better. Kako and Ima weren't in the cafeteria that morning. I'd expected that, but Nozomi was missing too. Are those peculiar siblings still eschewing our company? Seems like it. They're spending all their time in Ima's room. Starting to worry about them. What could they be doing in there all day? Probably something cliché and mundane, like planning a suicide pact. There's nothing mundane about that. Brother and sister alone together? Perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous. Do I even want to know what you're imagining? Ugh, who needs them? No point worrying too much. I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her? She's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up, so she's decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? I wasn't... Oh, you're blushing. Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You want to get up close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last.
Hey!
Was that a threat? Was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you. Young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger? Don't sell yourself short, Darumi. Don't sell yourself short, Darumi. You can't just throw your life away with the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect. Gotta hand it to you. If you take out all the serial killer crap, that almost sounds like good advice. How is Moko doing? Even in the state she was in, I didn't think she'd stay unconscious this long. Why not kill her and fix her up that way?
Huh?
Surely you jest. Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko is still our friend. We could never willingly harm her.
Ah.
Even I don't want to offer that way. It'd be such a waste of a good target. Do you guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm trying to eat. It is a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold until later. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria, and went back to our rooms. For the time being. Sumoko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Nozomi must be worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can be for the next attack. Okay, so nothing's gonna happen today. Does that mean something's gonna happen tomorrow? I think we need to go knock on the twins' door. Honestly, I'm starting to get a little worried. Should we go knock on their door? No. Come and knock on my door. Takumi, can I ask you about something? Have you ever seen a ghost this small? Lately, there's been a ghost showing up in the school bathrooms. A ghost? If you go to the boys' bathroom at night, a ghostly boy will creep up on you out of nowhere. That's what Gaku says, anyway.
Hey!
Oh, so he's the source of this rumor? Then it's not even remotely credible. Don't worry, everything Gaku says is made up. Ghosts aren't real. Shoma? Takumi, are ghosts really not real? Why do you sound so disappointed? Would you rather they were? I'd really like to talk to a ghost, just once. I'm kind of like a ghost trapped in human society, so I think we'd get along. I'd like to talk to them about how nobody notices us and how we get treated like we don't even exist. The darkness inside of Shoma's heart is scarier than any ghost. Unlock the keyword horror. Now we can give him a present. I thought for sure those splatter movies. Yeah. They kind of don't deserve. I don't know, I kind of like talking to people. Getting the keywords is the only way to get more interesting things. Like, you don't have to give them presents. It looks like I don't have enough anything for anything. Alright, who do you want to talk to then? We have Koshika, Shomu again, Shoma, and Tsubasa. Tsubasa? Wait, you mean Sword Girl? Kyoshika. Oh, you just want to know about the adventures she has with her sword at night. Have you come here to do laundry too, Sir Takumi? This big river right inside the school has made doing laundry a breeze. I'll just scrub these dirty clothes. Hey, what are you doing? You can't use the pool for your laundry. You so want to know about her sword habits. But, Sir Takumi, the river is where you do your laundry, right?
Huh.
I mean, it's just like in the fairy tales. The old lady found Momotaru while washing her clothes.
Hey!
The pool is not a river, Kyoshika. Everyone has to share it, so you can't get the water dirty. Oh, heavens. But when shall I launder my clothes? That's why we have washing machines. I haven't seen a washing machine yet. After spending some time together, you understand Kyoshika a little bit more. The report card's wish list has been updated. Mobility went up by 6. The report card's wish list. Verily, indeed. Whence forth are my clothes?
Heavy soldier. You never know when the Well then.
We have to have a fight because Moko has to come out in the final fucking wave and save us. Obviously. Oh my. Her body's fine, but her face is bad. Dude, there's something wrong with her. And if you like her, there's something wrong with you. She's really cute. Wish she wasn't a fucking bumpkin. Nighttime already. The day's gone pretty quick. Oh, with all the excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all we know. If I start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now it was late, and I needed to get some sleep. Ding dong, bing bong.
Get ready for your prepare to spend another. Be ready to give your life.
Okay, time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. Okay, fine. This is the day that something's gonna happen. We'll go outside and talk to Nozomi. Moko's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. I can't help but worry, though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up. That's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay? I know. I came back to change and freshen up, but I should be getting back to Moko now. The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi is going to feel. I hope she wakes up soon. Uh-oh, the twins are in the cafeteria. If I was expecting a peaceful morning, those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria.
I told you! I've had enough!
Kako and Ima? They're actually here today? What's going on? Hey, Kako. What's up? Is something wrong? I can't take it anymore. Always doing what my brother tells me, staying in his room all day. I've had enough of it. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. I don't want that. I want
to fight too! Just like everyone else.
You do? Well, it's about time. But hey, better late than never. Of course you can join the team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together. Oh, dude, if he's not your favorite character at this point, like...
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
What was that? All of you, do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? All your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind. Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. You never even call me by my name. You have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I know you don't want me to get hurt, but it can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working so hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me? Sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama going to go on? I'm falling asleep over here. Shh! Don't butt in. You need to work this out between the two of them. Brother dearest, please. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
Well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then.
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
Come along, back to our room. You need a stern talking to. No, please. Come along, sister dearest. Do as your dear brother says. Ima grabbed Kaku's hand and started dragging her toward the door, but before he could get there, literally everyone jumped in the way. That's enough. Give it a rest, man. Takamaru stepped in to block their path. I don't care if you are her brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. If you really love her, shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more? What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her. From herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment he was reaching into his pocket, and the next Takamaru punched him. The next he'd shoved something sharp and deadly looking into Takamaru's side.
Takamaru!
You piece of shit.
It's your own fault for interfering. I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything. Her happiness is my responsibility and mine alone.
He doesn't make it out of this cafeteria, right?
She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty, nothing is too extreme for me.
Bonk. Takamaru fell to the floor, a red puddle spreading out beneath him. No freaking way! He straight up shivved him! There's so much blood. Kind of gets you in the mood, doesn't it? The killings have finally started! Come on, let's... We have to stop the bleeding. We can use the tablecloth for bandages. Someone help me tear it into strips. But if I touch anything, my total failure pathogens could infect the wound. Never mind that, just do it. We all crowded around, doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend. Wait a minute. The culprits escaped. Shizaki, what are you doing? Kiyosaki. Kurara was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to Takamaru's injury, Ima had disappeared. And he'd taken Kako with him. They're both gone. Wasn't anyone watching the door? The coward. A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions. Just look at all that blood. I'm about to start drooling. We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takamaru takes priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest. There's no rush. There's no rush. If he dies, we can just take him to the infirmary and bring him back. We still have to try and save him. Someone help me with his legs. They still haven't explained how they knew he had a migraine, which is going to be relevant in this part. We did our best to get Takamaro patched up. Then Edo, Yugamu, and Gaku and I carried him back to his room. Alright, lower him down gently.
Huh?
Right. See how, like, normal and clean this is, Gaku? Maybe you should take some hints here. Once it got him into bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Takamaru's eyes flew open, and he immediately tried to get back up. That son of a bitch! Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from fucking limb! Stop moving around. You're going to make it worse. You need rest. This is just a scratch. It barely even hurts. You're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you open. Of course it hurts. Bringing you back to full health with a Revivomatic's always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Don't give me that. Dying in battle's one thing, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let something like this do me in. Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we do have the option of bringing people back. Why?
Hey!
In that case, you'll have to stay here and rest until your wounds heal. Don't tell me what to do. I can get up just... Gaku should, like, sew him back together. See? What did I tell you? Damn it. I'll get that little bastard for this. Nobody pulls a knife on Takamaru Yakashiji and gets away with it. You guys hear that? Ima's mine. Don't go passing any vigilante justice until I'm back on my feet. Unless the first battle comes. Yeah, sure. Not like I was about to go after him anyway. I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend? He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking it to another level. Damn it all to hell. When I get my hands on him. Why did it have to be Takamaru he lashed out at? Things are only going to get worse now. We spent the rest of the day tending to Takamaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. Eventually he fell asleep, and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. Yugamu stayed. Yugamu stayed. What a day, as if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition. Now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us too. He's really gone too far this time. What was he thinking? Huh? What's that? As I looked absently around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. It's from Kako. There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get there? Is this some kind of note? Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? I picked up the paper and turned it over to find the message on the other side. The handwriting was rough and messy, if it had been written in a hurry. Please convince my brother to let me fight. Is this? I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. She must have slipped away from Ima at some point and slid it under my door. She wants me to get Ima to change his mind? That's quite the tall order. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too. It's bedtime.
You never know when the Well then.
What do you think Siri would do if we stabbed each other? Wow, it really is getting late. I must have spent more time with Takamaru than I realized. Maybe I'll show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. If I'm going to talk Ima around, I'll need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light, troubled sleep. My 52nd day at Last Defense Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either.
Get ready, prepared, be ready to give your...
We never got to go to the courtyard.
Huh?
Who'd be calling on me this early? Eto. Still feeling groggy, opened the door and was met with a bright greeting and a cheery smile.
Ah.
Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Ima? Forgive me for skipping the small talk. I'm going to come right out and ask. Are you hiding something from me?
Yeah.
Hiding something?
Ah.
Perhaps I'm just imagining it. Then again, maybe I'm not. Well, which is it?
Duh?
Really? I just want to be sure I heard you correctly. Are you hiding something from me or not? The gameplay in this game is incredible. How dare they give us a choice? I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you, but I did find a note from Kako last night. Never actually saw her though. She probably just slipped it under the door. That does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Crunch. Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note from me and screwed it up into a tight ball. Hey, what are you doing? My dear sister clearly puts a lot of stock in your oratory skills if she thinks they'd work on me. How about we make a deal, Mr. Sumino? Huh? A deal? If you really need more firepower, I don't mind joining the team. What? I do have one condition, though. You have to convince my dear sister not to fight. Convince Kako?
Huh?
She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I'd like you to use your talent for talking to people to get her to give up on this silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. If you can do that, I'll gladly put my life on the line instead. You really mean that? Cross my heart. Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. She just needs somebody to convince her that this is for the best. That's where you come in. If you can manage that, I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. Well, do we have a deal?
Duh?
Hey!
Alright, I have a feeling you're not going to take no for an answer anyway. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you've made the right choice. My dear sister's a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. If one of us has to get our hands dirty, it should be me. Anyone can see that. Yeah, and the annoying part about that is that they want you to see that because there's no way in hell that everyone didn't choose no. Like, who would have immediately said yes to "Are you hiding something from him"? Okay. Just as long as you hold up your end of the deal. I've already given you my word. Do I look like a liar to you? Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What will you do then? Tut tut. Such a negative attitude. Ill becomes you, Mr. Sumino. If that does happen, though, maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way. What? So long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary. Ima said all this with the same placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know better, I might have thought he was joking. I did know better, though. Behind that smile, he was dead serious. He would gladly doom humanity if it meant keeping his sister safe. She really is his entire world. Now that that's settled, you should get to work. If you can't talk her around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it will only complicate matters. And remind me, whose fault is that? Guilty as charged. Well, good luck. Ima waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room, looking like he didn't have a care in the world. So, turns out I'll be trying to convince Kako, not Ima. I don't like it, but Ima hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can recall. They should have given a third option to, like, pull out a knife. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. How do you know? How do you know? You don't know anything. She was just fighting against the only person here she knows. Like the guy who's trying to protect her. Ooh, fuck this guy, dude. I'm telling you, fuck him. I have to act like I've accepted her request, then turn it around on her once she's opened up to me. Kind of a rotten thing to do, but it's for the greater good. I'll start by asking the others about her. She's a writer. Takamaru, are you okay out here with that injury? This little scrape's nothing. Yeah, for sure. Kako apologized for it, you know. She ain't so bad. It's that asshole brother of hers that's the problem. Yeah, it seems like she's getting tired of putting up with him too. Thought she was pretty badass, speaking up about how she wants to fight. That shitstain just had to go screw it up. Hey, calm down. Don't make the wound worse if you get worked up. By the way, do you know anything about Kako? I'm trying to learn more about her. Let's see. When I was screwing around with my ride, she came to talk to me. Said she wanted to try driving it, but I shot her down. Can't do that without a license. You're surprisingly upstanding about that kind of thing. Damn right I am. It's against the law. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You want this thing? A bicycle? Where'd you find this? Out in the ruins. It's worn to shit, but it's still usable. The idea that he could sneak a bicycle back and is carrying it around with him? Bikes ain't so bad, you know. I patrolled the turf on one till I got my license. Thanks, I'll take it. Sure, do what you want with it. Smack people with it, cuddle it. Sorry. Think I opened the window a little. Gonna go back to my room and rest. Takamaru doesn't seem like he's recovering very well, but maybe I can use this bike for something. Okay, this whole thing is a fever dream. Why is there fire in here? Tsubasa. You want to know about Kako? I've only been able to talk to her a little every now and then. Anything you can tell me is fine. Well, when I'm tinkering with cars in here, she always has a sparkle in her eyes. She's really enthusiastic when she asks me about bikes and driving techniques. I think she's into that stuff. I see, thanks, that helps a lot. It's nothing, don't mention it. Hey, by the way, check this out. It's a prototype I just finished. But a custom-made motorcycle engine. Pretty sweet, right? I overhauled it in my spare time to relax. I tuned it up so much, it's gonna give a real smooth ride from now on. To be honest, I can't tell what's so special about it, but I'm glad you're so happy with the results. Takumi's just like you. Yep, I'm really proud of this one. But this is only a prototype of something Takamaru asked me. asked me to do, so I've still got plenty more to work on. A motorcycle engine, huh? Hey Tsubasa, do you think I could have that prototype? It's fine with me, but does that mean you're building something, Takumi? Maybe. I don't know if it'll work yet, though. Thanks for the engine. And the info about Kako, too. It really helps. Now we're carrying around a whole engine in one arm and a bicycle on our back. We're gonna talk to Ima about what his sister likes. How's it going, Mr. Sumino? Please be careful not to let my dear sister that you're trying to convince her and not me. I understand, but I need your help, too. Your brother and sister, you must have some info about her you can share, right? I'd rather not let a single soul know any private details about my darling sister, but I suppose I have no choice this time. What would you like to know? Oh, do you know anything about what she wants right now? That would undeniably be a motorcycle, or more precisely, a scooter. Scooter? Yeah. I need to start saying my thoughts out loud because I was going to say we're going to make her a Vespa when the motorcycle engine came up. Our father was a detective. He often rode a scooter to work, an old-fashioned one. That made her want one as well. This is the first I've heard about your father being a detective. Well, he and our mother both passed away from a traffic accident when we were in elementary school. In spite of that, my dear sister has always admired our father's detective work. I see. Ever since our parents died, it's been just the two of us. We ate whatever we could to survive. We begged and even dumpster dived. I've done so many foul things for the sake of money. Oh, maybe. Weren't there any other adults who could take care of you? Of course we had relatives that said they'd take care of us. But let's just say we've seen no shortage of the dark side of adults like that. What? That's why I decided never to trust anyone. So long as I had my dear sister, that was enough for me. Ema, I don't want my dear sister to see how foul this world truly is. I'm the only one who needs to bear that shame. I'll do whatever it takes for her sake, even if it means licking a stranger's boots. So that's the reason for a strange attachment to Kako. And you, Mr. Sumino, have been tasked with convincing my dear sister not to fight. Please take this assignment seriously. Ema had a lot of good info to offer. So Kako wants an old-fashioned scooter, huh? I'll have to remember that. I disagree with everything we're doing. Oh, Takumi, did you get the note I wrote you? Oh, Takumi, did you get the note I wrote you? The one about convincing Ema? Oh, good, you did get it. I wrote it so I could ask for your help without my dear brother finding out. Sorry to trouble you. So, what do you think? Will you be able to convince him? Well, I'm still getting all the information I can first. Really? Thank you, Takumi. But are you sure about this? He seems dead set on not letting you fight. Whatever. He's always treating me like a child, telling me sister dearest this and sister dearest that. After what he did to Takamaru? He did cross a line there, it's true. He went to crazy levels to protect you. He's always been like that. He'd probably be until the day I die. But I can't live like this. So what would you want to do if you could live your own life? I want to be a detective. A detective? Yes, just like the person I've always admired. But never mind about me. I'm counting on you, Takumi. Please convince my brother somehow. If I press her any further, she might get suspicious. So Kako wants her independence so she can become a detective. But is that the only reason? 12? What? Hi, Kiwi honey. Info about Kako? Yeah, can you tell me what you know about her? Conversations you've had with her, or anything like that. I'm sorry, but I don't really talk to Kako very often. I wouldn't want her to I wouldn't want her to catch any airborne particles from a pessimistic fungus like me. Haven't you interacted with her at all? Well, come to think of it, when I was starting Takamaru's super intense to hell and back, you should have said to heck and back training regimen, Kako did drop in on us. You're being attacked by the car. But before she could say anything, Ema showed up and took her back to his room. Maybe she wanted to train with you? She does seem pretty enthusiastic about joining the fight. You think so? I thought for sure she came to observe a social oddity on the verge of death dripping with sweat and snot. I'm still curious about what that training involved. No one could have expected as dramatic a transformation as yours. Oh, if that's the case, maybe you'd like this. A tire? What for? Part of the training was having me run while pulling a tire. If you're interested, feel free to use it yourself, Takumi. Don't worry, I fully disinfected it. My inferiority spores aren't on it anymore. Okay, thanks. I don't plan on doing any training, but maybe I can use this for something. Might as well hold on to it. Alright, what else could we possibly need to make the scooter? There we go. Alright, it's finished. Now that Kako's stuck in her room unable to move, she'll love her scooter. Help it'll convince her. We didn't even have to go looking for it. How did it go, Takumi? Were you able to convince my brother? You're giving me this scooter? The same model as the one my father rode. Wow, this is amazing. It's like he's here with me again. I've always wanted a bike like this. Thank you, Takumi. Kako had tears of joy in her eyes. She was undoubtedly thinking about her father. She's bearing her soul like an innocent child. This is my chance to convince her. Kako, to tell the truth, there's something you and I need to talk about. We need to talk? Is it about you wanting to ride the scooter too? No, it's not that. It's about Ima. I'm sorry, but I can't help you convince him. But why? You said you'd help me. Because I see things the same way he does. You really aren't meant for the battlefield, Kako. How could you, Takumi? Your gift made me so happy. You brought it here at my brother's suggestion
I won't change
convince
my
me.
mind, no matter what anyone says. I don't...
It's not like that.
It's just that I agree you'd be better off not fighting. How can you say that, Takumi? Please, hear me out. Ima's worried about you. He doesn't want the person he cares about most to be in danger. And I understand how he feels. That's why... But you're forcing me not to fight. I'm asking you not to fight. It's always been this way. He always held me back, intervening and telling me, it's for your own good, sister dearest. He won't even call me by my name. He only worries about himself.
He just controls me however he sees fit. I refuse to give in to him. This time, I'll fight of my own free will.
You're wrong, Kako.
How can you say that? Because Ima told me he'd fight in your place. That's why he's asked me to come here. So I could convince you to stay out of danger. But do you think someone who just wants to control their sister would do something like that? He must care about you with all his heart. Shut up. You're the only family he has. Brother dearest.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. It's all just him deciding things in the end.
Damn.
That has... Hey!
Does not.
He just controls me. I refuse to give in to him. This time, I'll fight of my own free will.
You...
So I just have to shut up?
He just controls me however I refuse. I'll fight of my own...
What do I
He just
do?
controls me however he sees fit. I refuse to give in to him. This time, I'll fight of my own...
You have to use them at the right time, too.
You're wrong, Kako.
How can you say that? I never noticed there was a timing thing. So I could convince you to stay out of danger. What? Do you think someone who just wants to control their sister would do something like that? He must care about you with all his heart. You're the only family he has. Brother dearest.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. It's all just him deciding things in the end. I'm his only family, but he never discusses things with me. It's just so cruel.
You're as cruel as he is? I want to see what I say in that one. What do you mean? I heard about your past from Ima. What? just been you two ever since your parents passed in that traffic accident, right? Your brother has desperately struggled to protect you since then. He'd literally do anything for you. Sure, he may be overbearing at times. That just means his bond with you is deeper than anyone or anything else. Your lives have been nothing but pain, but you were able to overcome it together. There's no way you could actually hate Ima. He cares about you with all his heart, and I think you care about him just as much as he cares about you, Kako.
We put our lives on the line in this war. We could die at any time. I wouldn't want someone I care about getting dragged into it. You lost your parents. You should understand that feeling.
We're all
So
here to
please,
fight, though. This is so
don't
dumb
do
and
anything
contrived
reckless.
and bullshit.
Do it for the person who loves you more than anyone in the world. You know how much you mean to Ima. You need to keep yourself safe for him.
I hope we never have to do that again.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, more contrived bullshit. My dear brother's always putting me first, it's true. And I do appreciate everything he's done for me. But there's another side to this. He means just as much to me as I do to him. That's why I can't just do nothing anymore. I have someone that I want to protect too. If I have to watch my dear brother getting hurt and making everyone his enemy, all for my sake, I think my heart might break. I don't want to hold him back. I never have. I just want us to support each other as equals. I'm not trying to rebel against Ima or leave him behind. I want to fight to protect him. I'm doing this because I love him. Right, of course. You have something worth fighting for, just like the rest of us. I understand Kako's feelings all too well. Her desire to fight isn't some passing whim. She's thought everything through, understood the risks, and come to the decision that's right for her. But wait, this isn't how it was supposed to go. I was meant to talk her out of fighting.
Oh, dear. It looks like you failed in your task, Mr. Sumino.
Ima? Seriously, what was that all about? I had such high hopes for you, too. Brother dearest.
Hey!
Hold on a minute, Ima. It's true that I couldn't convince Kako to quit, but maybe you should listen to how she feels about it. That's right, It's okay, sister dearest. I heard the whole thing. You did? Yes, I was here the whole time. I wanted to observe and make sure Mr. Sumino did a good job. So you were spying on us? Thought you were going to trust me with this. It's hard for me to trust anyone when it comes to my dear sister's welfare. She's always been stubborn, but I'm still surprised even you couldn't get her to see sense. I guess it just goes to show things don't always work out the way you want.
I wonder if this is how it'll feel when you run off and get married someday.
What do you mean? You don't need me to say it, do you? We've never really needed words to understand each other. I'm truly proud of you for growing into such a determined young woman, but at the same time, a little sad that you might not need my help so much anymore. Excuse me while I go cry into my pillow. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room. It's getting late, sister dearest. Don't stay up too long. Ima left smiling as usual, except this smile was different. It was tinged with a kind of resignation and maybe even loneliness. Did he just give you his approval? I'm not sure. I've never seen him act like that before. But I'm gonna go in the courtyard and ride this hog around. Kako was clearly worried about her brother, and since we didn't have anything more to talk about, I took my leave. As for me, I went back to my room.
You never know when the invade will then.
If I had to sum up what happened today, I failed to persuade Kako to stay on the sidelines, but she somehow managed to convince Ima how serious she is about all this. She's going to fight with us in the next defensive battle. Who gives a flying shit? This shit is over. 4 in the fucking morning. There was one thing I wanted to check out. If you don't mind sticking with me for another few minutes. I don't remember why, but there was one thing. In this one?
Huh? What the? What am I doing?
You guys are back to normal. What a relief.
Were we being controlled by something?
Okay, I wanted to know who stopped her from killing herself. It was Tsubasa. Not that I think it means anything, I just thought it was cute, I guess. Goodbye, Hope. Look, we almost made it to the end of the first page. No, we're about halfway through the first page. Dude, this game is long. Bro. What the fuck? Too white. Tsubasa's so baby. I love her so much.
Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Seriously? A night battle? This totally stinks!
But we're dead if we lose here, right? And not just us. Everyone back in the TRC will be next on their list. If this is what it takes to stop that, then I'll fight too!
So the event gallery is just pictures? Yep. Aww. Remember this scene? That is the regular moon. It does seem like that, doesn't it? This was a cute picture. I like this picture. Oh. I can press buttons to advance it. Remember when they fed us because we were too exhausted to move? That was so nice of Emu. Back when they weren't dickheads. Karua's pretty fucking cute too, though. This whole scene was pretty cute too. Do you think Oh, I know why they're not bringing Moko out yet, because she's the one who hit us in the head with the hammer. There's Tsubasa and Dermatitis and Gonta, Shoma and us. And is that the purple haired girl? That must be what's her face. She's not with us anymore. Kazumine or something? Kazumi? That looks like Gaku, and that looks like Yugamo. Yeah, Hiroko. No, Hiroko. I don't know. And that's the girl we was just talking to, right? Kako. That's Takamura. That's laughable. No, wait, that's Hiroko. That's Hiroko. Who's this one? Oh, that's Emu. Ima. Whatever. Uma. Umi. Ima. There's Eito. That is Kirashaki or whatever. So that must mean this is Moko. Just 14 total. It has to be Moko, and that means that what's her face? Nozumi isn't there. What it's like when I talk to a girl. This is all I see. Yeah, this was the biggest thing that we saw that we never talked about. That moon is also not metallic. Get stabbed, bitch. Alright. See how this still doesn't work? No matter how many times I change it, it doesn't work. Battle mode. Turn it off. Boom. Stay there. How do I save the setting? I cannot. I bet I could do that in the INI files. I might do that. Alright, bye-bye. Thanks for playing. I guess no stream tomorrow because we played so late today. Seems fair.